Feeling like your efforts to manifest your desires are fruitless? This video unveils the transformative power of your internal dialogues, drawing on the teachings of Neville Goddard. Brace yourself for a profound shift in your life as you learn how your self-conversations can shape your destiny. Uncover the secret to bringing your deepest desires to life. Stay with me until the end. The teaching I'm about to share with you today on internal conversations might sound familiar. You've likely heard the saying, "Do not curse the wealthy in your room, for a bird of the air will carry the voice, and the winged creature will report the matter." Have you ever pondered why you shouldn't do this? Have you taken a moment to consider why cursing someone internally is harmful, even if they can't hear your voice? You might smile at them while cursing them internally, thinking it goes unnoticed, but that's not the case. Such attitudes can lead to serious manifestations because your internal dialogues reflect in your physical reality. The way you speak to yourself internally materializes in your reality. Neville Goddard delved deep into this subject in his lectures. He stated that a man was given two gifts no other mortal creature ever received: the mind and speech. Speech is a reflection of the mind, and we carry on little internal conversations within us at every moment. This means if you want to check your state of being, you should observe the little internal conversations happening within you. However, most of the time, we are unaware of this. This unawareness can cause delays in manifesting something, as I mentioned in my previous video. Our state of being is manifested through our circumstances. That state of being is immensely determined by our inner speech, whether we realize it or not. Humans have a tendency to curse others when things don't go their way. Suppose you have a job you like, but one particular day you need to leave early, and your boss assigns you more tasks. You can't curse out loud, so you use your mind, internal thoughts to feel better. Maybe you feel the need to teach them a lesson by mentally abusing them. But that's not the right way to live. Those thoughts generate a state of hatred within you that can manifest in various ways in your reality. Your internal dialogues can be the key to your success or failure. If you're tired of trying new techniques or visualization sessions, try simply changing the nature of your internal conversations. I myself have seen truly astonishing results by doing this. I believe our mind is a broadcasting tower of thoughts. When we think ill of someone, their behavior towards us changes. If you're trying to manifest a relationship with a specific person, then learning about this can definitely change your life drastically. The circumstances you're facing now are just a physical version of the mental conversations you're focused on. Now, I'll quote an excerpt from Neville Goddard's lecture in his own voice that will help you understand this concept deeply. Neville says, "Most of us are completely unaware that our internal conversations are the causes of the circumstances of our life. As a man thinks in his heart, so is he, yet we know that a man's thought follows the tracks laid down in his own internal conversations. To change the tracks to the direction he wishes to go, he must put an end to his former conversation, which is called in the Bible the old man, and be renewed in the spirit of his mind. The word is my image, therefore, to change his mind, he must first change his word." Everything is a manifestation of the mental conversations happening within us without our awareness. But as civilized beings, we must become aware of them and act purposefully. A man's mental conversation guides his life, and until there is a change in his inner speech, the personal story of the man remains the same. Trying to change the world before changing our former word is to fight against the very nature of things. A man can go round and round in the same circle of disappointments and misfortunes, not seeing them as caused by his own negative inner word, but as caused by others. If you find yourself lamenting over things not working in your favor, people betraying you, or not achieving what you deeply desire, it's time to halt the complaints and understand that these are the narratives you've been nurturing within yourself, now manifesting in your external reality. This internal narrative freezes the world around us. Our vast reality is simply crystallized in our discourse. This is a mystical lesson we often overlook. If you desire well-paying clients, harbor positive thoughts about them. Visualize them loving your services and seeing immense value in what you offer. By doing this, you effortlessly enhance the quality of your work and grow in self-confidence. As you become more self-assured, others will mirror this behavior. For those struggling at work, let me share a success story from one of my students who applied the law and witnessed remarkable results by altering the nature of his internal dialogues. This story might be particularly enlightening for those aiming to manifest a specific person or financial abundance in their lives. One day, a young woman shared with me the challenges she faced at work with her employer. She felt targeted by unfair criticism and saw her efforts being dismissed. After hearing her story, I explained that her sense of injustice suggested a need to change her internal dialogues. Indeed, she was mentally replaying negative dialogues with her employer, mirroring the whispers she told herself. The young woman confessed to engaging in mental arguments throughout the day. Upon realizing her actions, she agreed to shift her internal dialogues with him. She envisioned him praising her excellent work, and in return, she expressed deep gratitude for his compliments and kindness. Soon, she discovered that her attitude was the root of everything she felt regarding her boss's behavior. Her mental thoughts towards him shifted, and he responded wonderfully. Notice how this young woman transformed her relationship with her employer without any physical effort. She didn't complain to her employer, didn't ask for change, didn't manipulate, she simply changed her inner narrative about her employer. She altered the mental conversations, recognizing she was in mental conflict with her boss. She was internally criticizing him. This simple act manifested the circumstances she faced. When she identified this and shifted her inner speech, her boss echoed her sentiments. The law never fails and always reflects what you feel internally. If you always feel, despite the same external circumstances, you receive what you don't desire. If you're struggling with someone and have tried all tactics and measures, verbally confronted but see no change in their behavior, then do as the young woman did. Change your conversations internally. Speak of the matter as if they had done what you wished. Express gratitude for their actions and praise their achievement. Just try it, you have nothing to lose. When things change, you might think it was meant to be, believe it's a coincidence, but you made it happen. It was your inner effort that created that change. Whenever you think your energy is depleted, you can continue to dwell on negative scenarios, but all you'll get in return is a lower state of being and the same circumstances. However, if you shift them and think from a higher state of being, your life will dramatically transform. You'll feel inspired to act, actions will become effortless, and you'll view the world differently. If you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. It's our internal dialogues that construct the facts of tomorrow. The liberating truth is that you can experience in your imagination what you wish to experience in reality, and by sustaining that experience in your imagination, your desire will manifest into reality. So, what are you waiting for? You hold the key to transform your life. The lock is in your mind. Open your mind, change the way you entertain those little thoughts within you before going to sleep. Now, things will start working in your favor, beginning to reflect in your external reality. It's that simple, not a complicated technique, but a lifestyle. You don't need to visualize, it will happen on its own as you become more aware of your inner world. For now, you just need to be mindful of your internal dialogues and change their course, just as the railway was changed so the train could follow a different route. You have to change the nature of your inner self and the attitude of your mind so it can lead you to a new reality. I wish you all the success and positivity in your life and hope you've learned something new from this video. Subscribe for more videos like this. I'll meet you in the next video with another golden nugget. Thank you for watching this far.